y'all, it's your girl Deja Janae Exa, and I'm back with another video. So today we are doing the part 2 to the Nphc tag. Today I have the fraternities of the Nphc, and they're just gonna go down the line and introduce themselves.
Alright, guess I'll go first, you know I didn't want to. I'm Jalen Goins, and my Instagram is @JalenSoDope.
Alright. I'm Nick Burke, and my Instagram is Nicholas without the H, _ Burke, and you can follow me on Twitter @Nick_Burke96.
I'm Kenaj Martin. I go by Ken. My Instagram is @_LowkeyGrind_.
I'm Joshua Kendrick. My Instagram is t.m.h.miko. I made that in high school, I'm sorry.
My name is Sheldon Burke. You can follow me on Instagram @KingMula. That's KVNG_MULA.
My name is Terry Bluey, but I'm the real Ken. Follow me on Instagram @Terry's G. Everything lowercase.
My name is Devin Stevens. I don't remember my Instagram name. So my Twitter is @Devo_. The header is Dev from the Shaper.
And my name is Miles Avery. I ain't gonna do the whole spiel. Jalen know. But my Instagram is _MMAvery62. And you can also follow the Miles Touch on Instagram as well. And my Twitter is TM_Miles. I provide great content, so you know.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go down my list and ask them the few questions that I came up with. And how y'all wanna do it? Y'all wanna just like randomly say the answer, or like y'all wanna go in order, or what?
Same what we just did. Yeah.
Okay. So they're gonna answer it how they just did their intros. So the first question is, what is the name of your frat?
Alright, my frat is Nphc Fraternity Incorporated.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
It's Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Blue Boys.
Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
What is your hand sign?
Got my hoods.
Got the 5. I like to keep mine like real professional, like you know, I tell you, so look, bring these in right here, cuff it,
Okay.
push this out, push this up.
Okay.
I'm a real professional. Real professional.
We just throw up the mob. Straight like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got about 3 of them.
You throw
We
them
got
up.
one.
We got 6'3", we got that shit, we got that bow, yes sir.
And what is your call?
Oh, Jesus.
What are your fraternity colors? If you want to be specific, you know.
Well, royal purple and old gold.
Yes, sir.
Old gold and black.
Royal blue and pure white.
Charcoal brown and pure gold.
Next question is, what is your line name and number?
Alright, I am number 10, and my line name is Black Ice.
I am number 9, and my line name is Quiet Storm.
So I'm number 9. I'm the Pearl, and my line name is Tuamani.
I'm the Ocho or number 8. My line name is Idris.
I'm the line 5, and my line name is Lodestar.
I am the 7 and the tail of my line, and my name is Dark Horse.
I'm Trey Taylor. Name is Armageddon.
I'm the Deuce, number 2, and my line name is Devastation.
All right. What is the best gift you have received so far?
My best gift would be the sweater that I got on. It's just my favorite. My mom gave it to me. Yeah, and it's hard. Loved it.
For me, it would either be this hat, which was given to me by Brother West. He started our chapter. That's me probably it. Or this bracelet my mama gave me. How y'all think that is? So
I'm gonna have to send you a picture of this one because it's too hot not to include in the video.
Alright.
So my girlfriend reached out to my brother, and he basically he made a comic book cover of me as an alpha, but it's like it's about the size of that TV. That's one of my favorite gifts. And then one of my roommates, he got me a bomber line jacket. So it's like a line jacket, but it's a bomber. And it got my name across it. And then, you know, I really like this one a lot too, because it's just white. So, you know, I feel like I'm just like it's snow in here, honestly. Yes. So.
Okay.
Alright, so for me, I would say like it was my first line jacket that was given to me by my club, my pro fight, and it was passed down from every 8 that's ever been through the line as I tell. And my second one had to be my wristband because it's just so universal, you can wear it everywhere.
Similar to his, my first one was a vest that all the live fives wear. And after that, it's this jacket because it's the only thing my mama would get for me.
For me, I got a velvet blue do-rag with my line name on it.
Me, well, it was just a pro fight from a different college. He customized my show because he was a trade club, and it had like my line name and my number on it.
Well, my mom got me a jacket for Christmas. It got the big centaur and all that on the back of it. So that was my favorite.
That's what my mom. Shout out all the moms, man.
Shout out all the moms.
Shout out all the moms.
My mom, love you, mom.
Mom, you watching this?
Shout out all the yes.
If you stumbled across this, you know.
Shout out to Mama Red.
Period. Did you know any of your LBs before y'all crossed?
Yeah.
I knew my 8. We had a class together. That's about it, for real.
I knew my 5, Earl. He an IT major too, so we had classes all the time. And I used to like run into some of y'all. Like, it would be weird. Like, I would see y'all everywhere. But that's it.
So I knew my boy Cam. He's on the exec board of the organization I'm president of, and at least it was me, you, Clarence, Brandon. Like like the whole back of the line knew each other because we was all in the same organization, and the rest of the people like I saw around campus every now and then.
So really about the same for me. Like I met majority of the people through Move, the organization I'm in, and Visage. So I knew pretty much my whole line almost, if not knew of them.
I knew my boy Sheldon because we put in a lot of work together before we started pledging and crossing and stuff. But I also knew my boy Steph because we used to hoop, even though he can't hoop. And,
We knew X.
oh yeah, X was there. X was So I knew about 3 people.
For us, we from the same city, same town. We in Georgia, Air Force Academy, all that. Yes, sir.
Y'all went to the same school?
No, we just knew of each other.
Well, yeah, I knew of him. Like he did something. I think it was with basketball, and he was on the news and joined it.
You was on the
This
news.
boy got a beautiful, you know.
Okay.
I had a good boy.
That's still I had.
Right.
Oh yeah, put your billboard.
You got a picture of it?
Put your billboard.
He got it in the video.
Yeah.
What's the best part of being in your fraternity?
Like the networking aspect. Because you get surprised. There's a lot of brothers everywhere. Like everywhere.
For me, I say, just like my LBs really become my family. Because you know, when you're at school, it's like you need people around you that can pull you out of a slump. So I know I got a support system around me with my LBs. And then even when like going to other places, you meet other brothers. It's like it's still like a family feeling there.
I'll say the professionalism and the level of accountability that other brothers have and how they carry themselves. Growing up, I didn't really get to see a lot of African American men in suits without it being the excuse of, or like he has a court date, or he's giving the presentation, and just like I really like how that's normalized for us.
But just kind of piggyback off what everybody said, like definitely the network, but more so specifically for me, you know, growing up, I didn't have like, you know, as many positive black male role models. So just being able to come around and be something positive to the youth that I grew up with, like being seen as like one of those role models that I looked up to growing up.
For me, I would say like learning how to be a leader and how to actually be, in a lot of ways, a man. Because when I was younger, I would like run away from a lot of problems. Like when stuff was going on, I'd just be like, yo, I don't need this in jet. And now being in a situation where you can't just say, you know, I'm out of here. You gotta like deal with it. You gotta tell people how you feel, and you gotta like put it on the table early before everything goes bad. It definitely taught me how to be a better man. And Also, just the exposure level is giving me. Like even when we was doing the MLK parade, like just being able to do some more, I could like go out and actually be wild in front of kids and shake like random people and stage their hand and stuff like that. That was very big for me. So.
For me, it was more so on the lines of who I was as a person, what my God-given talent was I could bring to the organization in order to keep it going and keep it great.
I pretty much got brotherhood out of it. Growing up in a house with 3 older brothers and a dad, and me being the oldest son or whatever, I was always like taking care of my younger brothers. I didn't really have no bigger brothers to look up to. So it finally feels good to have big brothers to look up to and finally play the annoying little brother role.
It helps me a lot with time management. I work a lot, like anybody who know me know I work like 50 hours a week, and then I got to do schoolwork. And so when I used to work before I crossed, like I come home, go to sleep, put my work off and all that, schoolwork. But now since then, I go to work, hang out with my brothers, and then while I'm with them, we do like we sometimes we have wine night, do work together. So it's just.
How have your perspectives changed about your organization, if they have changed?
I guess you don't see the business aspect all the time because you see, of course, you see Qs out in the community and serving the community. There's a lot of Qs that are coaches or mentors. Everyone sees like the hopping Qs that are out having fun. Everybody doesn't see the business being handled like behind closed, well not behind closed doors, but behind the scenes.
Like being, on the other side, I can understand what I was seeing, like that friendship, how people, how they treat each other, or how they treat their families, being like a leader, if that makes sense. But kind of like what Jalen is saying, seeing the business side of it, a lot of people don't really see, the Omega man. It's weird because it's like a switch. You go from a Q to being an Omega man like that, you suit up, take care of business.
I assume that alpha men do a lot of work, and then they tell you once you become an alpha, the work doesn't stop. If anything, it gets harder. And they was not lying at all. Oh my God! I always appreciated the organization. Of course, after joining it, I appreciated it even more. And it just it just feels like I always have these enormous shoes to fill because of the people who came before me. We got members such as Martin Luther King Martin Luther King Jr., Thurgood Marshall, Jesse Owens, and it's just you have all these alpha men who or all this alpha history that help define, shape, and create Black history. So it just really makes me feel very proud to be a part of that.
My perspective, before I joined, was just alphas are businessmen. You see alpha every now and then a suit. And I was when I joined, I'll be in a suit, I'll be a businessman, I'll be extremely professional. And then after I joined, I was just dang, it's a lot of work to be done. Like it said, I was dang, this gotta be done, this gotta be done, this gotta be done. Whole list of stuff that gotta be done. We're talking about group chats blowing up, even 1,000 group chats. So I was I'm not to say I wasn't prepared for it. It was just I wasn't expecting it at first.
I wasn't prepared for group chats.
I'm gonna put the niggas there. I got to do my phone out the window.
Yeah.
They just started telling me.
And not even with your org, but other orgs too.
Yeah.
Because you hear it for a while, but you don't ever really think dang, this everywhere.
Yeah.
I would just say my biggest perspective that changed was at first I thought it was just you see them at a party and then you see them at community service. So to me that's all it was. It was just parties, community service. But then getting on the other side, you see, all right, so we have party today, we have community service, and then we have chapter, and then we have to go make sure that these kids get read to and stuff like it's a whole different side that most people won't see because it's not necessarily for college kids. We, and not just Phi Beta Sigma, everybody, we do stuff for the entire community. And so that was the biggest switch over for me, knowing that it ain't just for Georgia Southern, it's for Statesboro type thing.
Yeah, I really didn't know how much brotherhood ran deep when you join an organization. I know from personal experience, I got into a wreck, and I text my LBs, and literally 5 minutes later, all of them showed up. And so, and it's not even just my LBs, but my profiles too. Whenever you need something, they will drill you, let us know, and they will literally look out for you.
Your mom was in the shop.
Are there any groups in your family, or are you a legacy or anything?
My grandfather is a Q, and I have a cousin who's a Q. And my mother is a Delta.
Period.
My stepmother's an AKA.
Well, for me, my mom and my aunt, her younger sister, and then my cousin, they're all members of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I have one cousin, actually 2 cousins, they're members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. But for me, I am the first male in my family to become Greek. So hopefully, in the future, I have my own legacies or,
Baby pups.
some cousins or somebody, paving the way for them.
My grandma is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and so is one of my aunties. My godfather, he is a Kappa, and I have a lot of friends who I consider like family, and all of them join Greek. In all of the fraternities and sororities.
For me, I got a granddad who's a Sigma, and then I got 2 aunts who are AKAs, and my auntie just crossed Zeta Phi Beta. But I'm the only alpha that ever come through my family, so.
My uncle's actually a Kappa. He's the only male to cross. I have cousins, and really that whole side of the family is like AKAs. But one of them wanted to be a Delta. Shout out to her for being different. And I'm the first Sigma in my family.
For me, I'm first generation Greek.
I have 2 cousins that are Qs. I have a cousin that's an AKA, and I have like 3 other cousins that are Deltas. And I'm the first and only other right now I in my family.
I'm first generation.
First generation. Has being in a fraternity changed you in any way?
Changed me? I would not say it's changed me. I feel like I'm still the same dude from before I crossed. I just bark sometimes now.
I would say, like, joining the frat, like, it didn't change me, but definitely helped me become a better person. Like an enhancer, like
It developed you.
yeah, like develop me. So like leadership skills, like my confidence. It's not like I'm a different person. Like people are like, oh, you this, that, changed. No, I mean, I'm still like modest,
So yeah, I'm like the type of person, like no matter where I am, no matter what I do, if I'm around you, or if I'm around you and I don't know you, and if I'm around you and I do know you, I'm gonna always be myself, regardless. I will say that joining a fraternity definitely, like how you said, it enhanced me. It developed me. It taught me different things about myself. It helped me become a better leader, a better team player. So it definitely, like, if it did change me, everything that it changed about me was for the positive.
I would say for me, like, definitely didn't change me. I'm still like same like outgoing Ken, like same Ken that's always gonna speak. What it did was instead, like everybody said before, like it enhances you. Like I feel like every room that I walked in, I was always the youngest person. But now, like even though I'm the youngest person, I always speak up. Like it definitely made me be more outgoing.
It didn't change me. Like I'm still Josh. I'm still wild. I'm watching anime when I leave here. Like I'm still Josh.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, it made me like a better leader. So, like everybody's saying, it makes you better. But I don't think it should ever change anybody to the point where you become like a new person. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I feel like I'm still the same person that when I was interested in, now that I'm a member, it hasn't really done anything but like enhance my mindset, like how I think of things, like how I work through situations, and like I'm much more prone to like speak up to things now than I once was.
It didn't really change me, but it definitely helped me get out of my comfort zone a lot more. I was always like the quiet one.
For me, it didn't really change me, but I do like now, like when I'm out in public, there's certain things that I like could do back then that I couldn't do now because I know that like eyes are always on me because I'm like, and then like if I have on my letters, like I know I can't wear that to a party and act crazy and stuff. So.
There's some stereotypes associated with your organization.
I think this was cool.
I was ready for this.
Oh, we
nasty, graduate.
Don't.
I don't play about my grades, scholarship.
Scholarship.
Like, what else?
Don't know, man.
Like, nasty,
Nasty. We wild. We
Like-
don't know how to act. I know how to act. I believe my mama taught me very well how to act in a social setting. Who they say we mean? people say Q's mean.
Shut up.
People stereotype Q's is fat.
We got good chicken though. I'll say.
That is a good stereotype.
That's a good
we do got some good chicken. I ain't
But,
gonna lie. We do got the best chicken in the frat, but you know that's what.
For us, like people think that we think we better than everybody. Like I was told that before. It's like, hi, hello. But I mean that's definitely one of them. Maybe too confident sometimes. What's some other things?
Man, the one that kills me the most, and this is one I'm just not learning about, but it's like the whole secret wife thing. Like,
Secret life.
so it's like, to me, like that one's like always funny to me because like I've been in the same relationship for like 4 years. So it's
I was
just
like, I'll post my girlfriend.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
yeah, and it's. I mean, the thing is like, and this is like for every fraternity or sorority. You have people in there who do act like those stereotypes, and it's unfortunate that the actions of a few now changes the image of many of people who don't deserve it. So you always gonna have somebody who's gonna do the wrong thing, who may have slipped through the cracks, and you know it's up to you to correct that person because you don't want that image. Never gonna have a problem with anybody, and I'm never gonna put myself above anybody.
Yes.
I've actually never really heard no stereotypes. I'll just set some things straight. First of all, chicken top notch. That's the first thing. Secondly, you feel me? We all not like built a certain type of way. Everybody in my frat is different. And lastly, and I cannot stress this enough, I am not bougie. Like, I didn't change up because I crossed. If you see, like I had so many friends hit me up and be like, dang boy, I ain't talked to you since you crossed. I was like, you ain't hit me up before I crossed, but it's good to see you, my G. Like, and you know, if I look mad in the union, I'm at work, dog. Like, I'm not trying to look like that. You feel me? So definitely didn't change up. Definitely not bougie. Chicken top notch. Probably best chicken in the yard. But you know, that's it. That's it. So that's all.
Do we even have a stereotype? I ain't. Other than
Well, like due to us being the latest, the greatest, and the most hated, a lot of people think iotas are lame.
You're on a good point about people thinking you switched up, or like so it's just like I can't even just be like upset somewhere and now all of a sudden I didn't talk to you because I have bro, I'm mad, bro. I'm really mad at you, man.
Bro, it be the people that you never talk to like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people say that, be like, dog, was you talking to me today?
Like, y'all the ones that's putting us on the pedestal, like we just chilling.
Right.
Man, when I say, bro, like when I say if y'all want to, bro, y'all can come up and talk to me. I will literally have a conversation with you. Unless I'm at work. Because I will probably.
And then some people be thinking you switched up just because you spend time with your LBs or your listeners now.
It's my LB. Brother is in the name.
The last thing is, does anybody have any advice for people that might be like interested in your org or just any advice at all?
Yes. I'm gonna go first. Y'all seem ready for that one.
Alright, so for me, like, you know, I would definitely say like don't put anybody on a pedestal. Like, you know, be welcoming and like go up to people, speak to people, you know, talk to people, because that's and then at the end of the day, that's the organization you want to know. You want to join, you're gonna have to get to know those people. So don't be scared to talk to people and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, we're all human.
I'll piggyback off that. Good to know that. Get to know everybody on campus that's in that chapter. Also, like, you know, you don't want to be like so obvious of what you want to do. My biggest thing is you gotta know your boundaries. Don't come up to me and ask me when the application is due, or ask me, have you been picked? So don't do that. It's awkward. It's weird. Like just keep that in mind. Like if you're fortunate to join whatever organization you want to do, that person's supposed to be your family. That person is supposed to be your brother. So it's really telling when, even though you are interested in the organization, that's the very first thing you do. I'm like, well, like what about everything else? What about the community service, the camaraderie, and everything else? So yeah, don't leave like that.
Ooh, and last thing, like if every time I talk to you, that's all we have to talk about, like eventually I'm gonna lose interest. Like we get tired of hearing that all the time. Like we still people like get to know us, like talk to us.
A lot of times we just cross. I'm like, y'all don't want to think about that. Like, what? Right? I don't even know myself.
Be about your business first. So, chase scholarship. You know, have your grades correct. Join orgs, get involved. Because a lot of times there are members of that organization that you want to join in that org, and you can build through them through that org.
You came to school to get an education degree. You didn't come to school to play. You didn't come to school to wear boots or grill or hop or whatever. How can you join a whole organization and if you can't like put effort into your schoolwork? So don't be on my involvement, send a request or
That's right there.
But like just get to know us. We're not gods. We're not higher beings. We're normal people.
Just people.
Like we be at the house playing 2K or we're normal.
If you're a legacy, especially, choose your own org, because it's how it was for your mom and dad is not how it's going to be for you. And secondly, please know what you're getting into, because you're not, like they said, you're not just about to come over here and whip a dog. Like we got stuff to do. Like we have business to work on. Your grades need to be up. We ain't got time to get on academic probation, nothing like that. Your grades need to be up. Community service need to be up. And you got to be ready to work and ready to put hands on yourself. Know what you're getting into.
I would say remain true to yourself. Like, don't let the glitz and the glam or the popularity they say that comes with this change up who you are. Like, you were selected for a reason. They feel like you're gonna put in work for a reason. So I would say remain humble and just remember like that mindset. What did you join for? Make sure you keep that alive.
Please, catch us. Not be out of the public perfect, please.
You ain't Boosie.
Please.
I would say after you join a fraternity or sorority, don't just think that's all you got to do. Like when you in college, there's more organizations that you can become a part of that's not going to be there after you graduate. Your fraternity or sorority is going to always be there. So take advantage of other stuff while you're in college also.
Anybody else? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and end this video here. If you have not already seen the part 1, which was the sorority tag or the sorority Nphc tag, I'll put the link in the description box below so y'all can check that out. And yeah, I'm going to end this video here, so I will see y'all in my next video. So until next time, peace.
Like a hoe, punch a nigga, baby, stop this as I could.